Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we're going to discuss about a basic replica set. Now, uh, now, how do I say this is a configuration of a replica set rather than it's a configuration of a pod? The kind here tells you about it. The kind tells you what kind of a file this is all about. So this is a replica set file. So this has the replication numbers and it also has the container specifications over here. I think I was showing you the wrong file. Sorry about that. So here, as you can see over here, the kind is replica set, which tells you that this is a replica set, which means this is the second level in terms of configuration. So you're going to have one level above right now because you will be configuring the replica set and then you will be configuring the pods as part of it. So now you can see that this is a basic file and you can see the metadata tells you about the name of the replica set. So when you're looking up for understanding the configuration of your replica set and you're looking up for scaling up or scaling down your replica set, you should be referring this name. And this name will also be used as your pod name as well. So if you're looking up for changing your pod related details or you want to collect some pod related details, again, this name is the right name which you should look out for. So I'm creating a very simple, Nginx replica set over here as a name of it. And here, for the replica set, there is a specification. For pods, there is a specification. Do remember there are two specifications. When we worked with pods, we had only one specification because we were actually working in this pod level. So we gave specification containers and we were able to define some information about pods, correct? But when you're working with two levels of stuff like replica set as well as pods, so replica set will have its own specifications. Pod will have its own specifications. The only thing which we don't define here is the name pods over here. So you can see that over here. So the replica set has its own specification. The pods will obviously don't have to say it out loud because obviously there will be a pod inside it because there is no other purpose of using a YAML file except for creating a pod. So that's going to have its own specification. Now, do remember when you are going up the ladder, like when from pods to replica set or to deployments, likewise you're going up the ladder, you're going to create something called a template. Now, template is basically where it will have its own metadata in terms of defining a label for this particular whatever comes under that. So template is basically a predefined formatted item which will load these values as part of loading the entire file. So that's basically a template over here. So this configuration and the one which I'm showing you are the same. That's why I'm able to show that. That's the first thing we are going to create right now. So what this specification in terms of replica set says is that it needs 3 replicas, which means that it needs 3 set of same setup available across all the nodes. So which means that we have 2 nodes, so it's going to create 1 on worker 1, 2 on worker 2. So for sure, there will be 2 nodes independently on worker 1 and worker 2, which gives you the cross-platform availability, a horizontally scalable application this is. Okay, so as it is scaling across 2 different systems. Right? So that's horizontal clustering is available right now because you are having more than 3 replicas when you have just 2 worker nodes, right? And then you're going to have a vertical scalability as well, or vertical clustering as well, as part of one server. So one server is going to have 2 of this. I don't know which server it's going to choose. It basically depends on how free the worker node is, and it will choose that worker node which is free. Either it could be worker 1 or it could be worker 2. Okay, so now that we have created 3 replicas over here, but here what we are doing here is that you only deploy this replica when this condition or the selector condition applies. Now, what is the condition here on the selector? Selector says match labels over here. There are 2 kinds of selectors, match label, match expressions. Okay, we will talk about expressions later because that is a little advanced. So first, let's learn through the labels and then understand labels and then go to the advanced one. In terms of labels, very simple. Match labels is going to give you the name of what it should be appearing here. So it says like app Nginx. So it is looking for anything which has a label of app Nginx. So when it sees that label, it identify, okay, this is my guy. I should be creating a free replica of that. Now, who declares this app Nginx? It's this template over here, the next one. After the specification, so you have this template where you have a metadata under the template, which says labels again. And in this label, it's going to give app Nginx. Now, what is under this template? If you see that inside metadata, you have another one as well called specification, which is basically your container, and the name of your container is Nginx. As it has Nginx as the name of the container, your label is also Nginx, and your match label is also Nginx. So it may be confusing that, oh, maybe it is looking for the name label. No, it's not looking for the name label. Name Nginx. It's not looking for that. It is looking for app Nginx as a label. So it's very clearly saying match label. So it is looking for app Nginx as a label, right? And then here we have given the name as Nginx and the image as Nginx latest, and then port number as the container port as 80. So this is the first file which you're going to do in terms of hands-on. So here I've given you some explanation. You can read it through. It's what basically I told you about just now, and those are written in the explanation as well. Thank you again for watching this basic introduction to this particular basic YAML file. I'll see you on the next one.